Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be teaching you why you want to use Python with QGIS. Now, I've done a fair bit of exploration as to how Python can be used to automate workflows in QGIS, and I even did some Udemy courses and I've checked out some YouTube videos, but none of them pointed at this particular way I'm going to show you. And basically, what this has done is completely transform my QGIS workflow to a point where I actually use it more now. And otherwise, I'd actually shifted to processing a lot of these outputs outside of QGIS using some Python scripts in a different environment. But what that does is it has this extra step of importing it back, and then basically you have to step out of the QGIS environment for all of those operations. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Python in the most seamless way in QGIS so that it reduces the cognitive load when you're working with files and basically makes life much simpler. So let me start by running you through how I've structured all of this. I have a repo which is on GitHub, and this makes it so that I can keep track and version control all of the scripts. So inside my QGIS scripts, you will see that there are two main folders. One, the startup scripts, which run directly on the startup, and ad hoc scripts. I've called them ad hoc scripts, but these are the scripts which you run manually. The automatic scripts first, we're going to talk about that, and that's the startup scripts. It is structured like this. There is one main startup script.py which holds all of the scripts which have to be initialized when QGIS starts up. Now, you might wonder, what are these kind of scripts? These are scripts like the auto style GeoJSON, for example. Have you ever noticed when you drag and drop a GeoJSON file into QGIS, it usually shows up with a solid filling of color, and actually you might just want it as a boundary. In my line of work in drone mapping, most of the GeoJSONs need to be without a fill color, and this just means that I need the outlines. I don't really need it to be filled up. And so now typically what I would do is, as soon as I import the GeoJSON, I would need to go to the properties, then go to the simple marker settings, and then remove the color and increase the border size. But now in if you have this script running as I do here, this is the script, a quick, uh, I'll just show you how it looks. It's pretty basic and you can use ChatGPT to make it. The structure is important, but as soon as you drag and drop a GeoJSON file, it is going to make it a no fill file. So as you can see, the startup scripts are essential for repeated tasks. And like in my case, for my drone mapping workflow, I have a couple of them which have been set up. And to turn it on and off is pretty simple. In the startup script.py, you could just comment out whichever script you don't want to start up and make sure to restart the QGIS project. In my case, in my workflow, here are the scripts which I have running. I've got the auto style GeoJSON for removing the fills. I have something called NDVI generator. And what this does is, if I drag and drop a multispectral orthomosaic, it automatically calculates the NDVI and saves the new layer in the proper folder and also adds it back into the project. So all of these steps, which might have taken about 5 minutes and or more, but also with some added cognitive load of typing out the formulas and yeah, basically going from step by step, typing out the name of the layer, etc. The script handles all of that. It gives it a name, it puts it in the right place, And so yeah, that's an essential thing I use. I also have something called auto style NDVI. So that means after the NDVI layer is created, this is going to be a raster.tiff file. So after it's added, whenever in fact I add any kind of NDVI keyworded layer, it will automatically style it as well. So I have a template styling, which means I have a specific color ramp and I have classifications for these different NDVI values, and this script gives it to me in that format. I also have another script which is for OSABI, OSABI, that is Optimized Soil Adjusted Vegetation Index. This is just another index from multispectral orthomosaics, which has its applications. Let's leave it at that for now. But similar to NDVI, it does the calculations and it adds it and stores it in the right place in your QGIS project. So that's all for today's lesson. I will be shooting another video about the ad hoc scripts, as I've called them, which is to manually execute it. So as we saw here, these are automatic executions. As soon as we drag and drop a certain file, we do need to make sure that the orthomosaics or the TIFF files need to be named appropriately. So multispectral would have MS as a keyword, NDVI would have NDVI as a keyword, and so on. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to support me, you could check out my Buy Me a Coffee page, and I would be grateful for any support. But otherwise, I hope you still learned something and looking forward to see you in the next one. Thank you.